one of the most annoying things in the world is being around people who refuse to make any steps of trying to grow while you're trying to grow. I'm going to say that again. It's annoying when people refuse to make any growth while you're trying to grow. And unfortunately, you don't choose to be around these people. These are people who maybe coworkers, family members, people you don't really choose to be around, because if it was up to us, we would choose to be around people who's also growing. That would help our growth as well. But unfortunately, you're going to be stuck around a fucking lot of people who just refuse to grow. And while you're making all the steps, the necessary steps of becoming better, these people are going to become a hindrance. They're going to be in the way. And one of the things that you're going to start with is just outgrowing old energy. A lot of people carry negative energy. You're going to get to a point to where it's like you don't want to laugh at all the same lame shit. You don't want to deal with the toxic bullshit. You don't care to talk about all the same goofy shit that ain't going anywhere. The rumors, the drama, you don't care about any of that. You just start getting to a point to where your frequency is higher than that. You don't care to talk about that. And people don't think you think you better. You think, yeah, you are better. You are. Because at some point you got to a point to where you like, fuck this. This ain't helping me at all. A lot of people stay stuck doing the same shit for 30 years. And if we being real, it's a lot of, listen, I'm sorry, but there's a lot of dumb fucking people out here because they refuse to learn. They refuse to grow. I'm talking about, think about this shit. If someone went to school 20 years ago, let's say they graduated college, they went, and got a bachelor's, they went to school for 4 years. Well, if they graduated 20 years ago, they probably, and there's no bullshit, they probably didn't pick up a book and read. This is majority of people. So they didn't learn anything. They just got older. That's it. Their body got older. Their age got more. That's it. They didn't learn anything, though. And that's the majority of people. And I'm sorry to say, but you and I both are just around a fucking bunch of dumb people. It ain't no coincidence that you get mad and irritated when you're around a lot of people. And you know what? I think I'm on a spectrum. I think I might have autism. I do. I get over fucking stimulated when I'm around dumb shit, when I'm around dumb people. And I get the tism and I start like, oh my gosh. Again, I hate people. I'm not afraid to, I hate them. Can't stand them. But now I'm trying to grow and now I'm trying to become better. I really hate these motherfuckers even more. Because it's like, you see I'm trying to grow. You see I'm trying to dodge all the bullshit, but you want to just pull me in. Listen, as you grow, you're going to start naturally outgrowing people who choose to stay stuck in the same fucking cycle. And they choose to stay stuck. You could give them a life raft. You could try to help them. They not going to want your help. And maybe because it's you. That's a whole nother video. Sometimes they want the help, but they don't want the help because it's you offering it. Sucks to be them. And you know what? You trying to become better, you wanting to outgrow is not arrogance. It's alignment. It's you trying to align your life on a, right frequency, because a lot of people just tuned off. They on the wrong frequency. You ever heard a fucking guitar that was tuned that wasn't tuned? That's most people. You just want to have your life aligned. And when you have your life aligned, everything flows. Everything flows. I know I'm not telling y'all nothing y'all haven't heard before, but sometimes when you hear it enough times, it click. And hopefully this shit click. Just align your life, get your life aligned up, and that means you're going to have to cut out a lot of people. Because naturally, you're going to outgrow a lot of people. You're going to read books. You're going to start educating yourself. And naturally, you will outgrow people. And that's really when you're going to start getting fucking annoyed. Like, you just get to, like, you just hate being around people. And if we being real, once you start to get to this point, you're gonna have a shift in vibes, but not in values. And what I mean by that is the things that used to entertain you, drama, the gossip, the negativity, it just do not hit the same anymore. because you start evolving. You start becoming better. You don't want to be a part of the bullshit. And your vibes got better, but your values, they just, you don't care about that shit. I mean, I had a relative who, every time they called, every time they wanted to talk, it was something negative. And it's like, yo, like how much are you going to be negative? Could you tell me something good? Like, everything was just fucking negative. I think a lot of people need transfusions because they walking around with just negative blood. They're not even O negative, they're just negative, just negative. They're just negative people. And it's like, why? It's like that shit fuels people. I get it. Negativity is easy. It spreads faster and all that. But at the end of the day, it's like, how long are you going to be a part of that shit? How long are you going to continue to be a part of that cycle? And you know you don't want to be a part of that cycle. But, what's going to happen is you going to start to, your vibe's going to be better. Your aura going to get better. And people going to hate that shit. People hate when people are growing and elevating and they're not, because it's literally a reflection. It's a mirror of you holding it up, you saying, you know what, I'm doing this, you doing that, and I'm going further. And it puts a shame on that person, like, damn, I'm not doing enough. And I know that because I've done it. I'm human. I've seen like people younger than me, and it's like, I'm like, damn, I'm not doing enough. This person doing so much more, and I got every fucking excuse in the book as to why I can't do it. But you're not at that point anymore. You at a point to where you just outgrew a lot of people. And a lot of times you want to protect your peace, and you have to protect your peace. What happens when you grow is it teaches you that peace is so much more than popularity. You stop showing up to places and going around people who just drain your energy. And this all happens once you outgrow people. But you have to build the courage. You have to build the everything that comes with just trying to be better. Again, you're going to also have to separate. This is one of the hardest things for people. Separating requires elevation. Elevation requires separation. And at the end of the day, yo, some people just gonna have to get cut off. They will. You just gotta distance yourself, because you cannot grow up in an environment that don't want to see you grow. It's like putting a flower or a plant in an environment that's not, producing the right, sunlight or water or air. It's not going to grow. So you have to get from around a lot of people. You just will. You gonna have to separate. So let me know in the comments, have any of you guys ever experienced this? I'm going through it right now. It just seemed like the more I grow, the more annoying it is to be around fucking people, because literally no one wants to grow. No one. And that's frustrating. It's reality, but it's frustrating. And it's just you in this alone, you in this bitch by yourself. So let me know in the comments. I kind of got, carried off subject there, but I know y'all know what the fuck I was talking about. I ain't even worried about it. So let me know in the comments what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe. Send this video to someone who could use it. And keep growing. Fuck them. Keep growing. Is the annoyance worth the growth? I think so. I think, having to deal with fucking annoying people is worth the growth. But I'm not even gonna lie. You get to a point, and it's just me, where you like, these motherfuckers stupid. Because you know so much. Gotta be careful, man. When you start knowing shit make you sad for real, like, man. But hey, I love y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. Deuces.